Hello everyone, we hope you're all doing beautifully well. We've got from Rarity Films, who's quite a nice guy. Hi Cap, I have a challenge for you. In the film Executive Decision, Kurt Russell is forced to take the controls of a 747 and land it, even though he's only had several lessons and never soloed. And I think he means several lessons in a light aircraft, not on a 747. The challenge is, get a friend that hasn't had any DCS or realistic sim experience, give them a few lessons in a Yak, then put them in a Hornet, or the next easiest jet to fly and see if they can land it. I think that's a great idea, right? However, why don't we up the ante? I mean, I think if you can land a Yak, it's probably easier to land a Hornet in a sim because it does everything for you, right? I know it's faster, but you've got an error bracket and that's it. So I reckon we up the ante and we change the question ever so slightly. We say we're in a passenger, we're in a jet, a L-39, which has, and let's say that I've gone for a flight and I've taken Alison in the back, I haven't told about this yet, so this should be a nice surprise. And I jump out, eject, and Alison has to take the control of the plane and land it with instruction from tower, which is me and you, over the radio only. And we can see her on radar, obviously, so we can see her speed and stuff, so we can advise like that and guide her in a radial and stuff like that. But she's just got to figure out the instruments on the fly through our radio instruction. We'll both be in the ATC. You be the radar controller, mainly looking at getting on a radial and telling her how far out she is and stuff like that. I'll be kind of talking her through instruments, how high, how fast and stuff like that.
Okay.
And what I'll do is I'll video film it with my camcorder here so that I get all the input and stuff like that, but I won't be able to see the screen, or I certainly won't be able to see the monitor well enough to look at the instruments, which would be a bit cheating. So it would be pretty much genuine radar contact from me. And you've got to tell her where to look for the runway as well. Okay, here we go. We have 1 times test experiment, as in monkey. Say hello, monkey.
Hello.
So Alison's never confirmed that I literally just jumped this on you about 6 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And you don't even probably know what I do.
Not really.
So if I'd have told her before, she would have worried about it because that's just what she's like. So what she's got is my setup here, main monitor there, and just miscellaneous stuff there. I'll be watching through this tiny camcorder lens so that I can roughly see what's going on, but not enough that I can kind of read instruments and stuff, because I wouldn't be able to if I was ATC. Although technically I would have a radar and I'd be able to tell some basic stuff. Right, Mug. First, are you ready to go? So what's happened is we're in this L-39ZA, which is a nice little plane. We never get to fly it, but it's a nice plane. It's a 2-seater. So if I would go over here, you see that's you in the back, that's me in the front. Now I've had the absolute misfortune to decide to jump out because there's something on TV I want to see or something, and I've just left you to it. I know it's a bit unfair, but as we've learned, life isn't really fair. So you've got to go and land this now. Luckily there's some nice chaps called Supercap and RC that are in the ATC. We're going to guide you in, okay? So let's try not to panic. I'm going to press unpause now. Oh, I was pressing the wrong button, Mug. That's why. Right. Right, stick on the right, Mug. Controls your direction. So left on the stick. You want to get it centre. Left. Okay, you see, you've got to get a feel for it. Small control movement, Okay, let's add some throttle on the left stick. In fact, let's just punch the left stick fully forward. Throttle, okay? Just stick with it for now. Small movements, Mug. Alright, as long as when you get some airspeed back, you'll be fine, that's all it is. So, just small movements. That's it, just keep going, you got it. You need to get the movements a little bit smaller, kind of work with the plane a bit. She will get her speed back. You need to get that horizon up ideally, Mug. Horizon on the top. There. Okay, it didn't work great, I'm not going to lie, but I think we started her a bit slow. Okay, so just get that nice and high. Okay, right, we're going to get some airspeed. So the main thing we want is super small movements, just work with the plane. So you see it's rising up a bit, so forward on the stick, just a bit. There we go. And just get a feel for how she reacts. If you ever yank the stick left, back or right, she'll respond by going out of control. Okay? So if we wanted, and there'd always be a bit of a lag on that, on the controls. It's just how, flying tons of metal is. Okay, so Now you've got a bit of a feel for it. When you start, so keep a wings level all the time, so that means neither rolling left nor right. We need to understand a bit of instrumentation just to get you down. We're going to get just 3 instruments to get you down, in fact just 2 probably to get you down. If you can, when you're nice and straight and level, if you focus on the control panel, top left, you should see a speedometer. Remember how to zoom in? Yeah, you see at the top left, the speedometer, does it say knots on it somewhere? Should do, I think.
Top left.
Yeah. What does it say? Knots? A-N-O-T. Anywhere on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh right, can you tell me what that's reading? No, but tell me what the needle reads.
Almost 20.
Okay, so that means 200. Okay, so add a 0 on. Okay, we've got a V min. That means the minimum you ever want to go is 120. Okay, if we ever go down to or below 120, it will fall out of the sky. And that's what we did last time. It just fell out of the sky. Okay, so as long as we keep above 120 or 12, I guess you should say, then that's fine. The one below that is the altimeter. It tells you how high you are in feet. Can you have a reading on that?
The one below it, it's just gone up to 9, it's going up.
So
9.
Okay, no, just, is it 9,000? Or 900?
It says, what, the thing in the middle?
Yeah.
12,000.
12,000 feet. We are 12,000 feet. The level of the airfield, if we ever find it, will be 0 feet. So what we're going to start doing is descending and looking for an airfield. So come back to about half throttle, so the throttle on the left, about roughly halfway back. Keep an eye on our speed. Stick's going to go forward gently, just to ease her over and start her heading downwards. So stick forward gently.
So what am I putting forward?
The stick is on the right, the throttle is on the left. There we go. Lovely. And let's ease her forward a bit more. You have to apply constant pressure. Okay, now can you tell me if your altitude is starting to fall? The 12,000 thing.
No.
Stick forward a little more then. She's starting to fall, yeah. The altimeter on the left, the big number, on the below the speedo.
Still says 12,000.
Okay, it should have a needle. Is the needle going clockwise or anti-clockwise?
It's going anti-clockwise.
Okay, you are descending, that's good. What we're going to start doing now is, while keeping on this direction and what we call attitude, is start looking left and right, try and find an airbase. Now if I've started you somewhere west of Dubai, have a look left out the window, and let's see what we can see. Can you see? Okay, I think it's that way. So what we're going to do now is put the plane to a left bank, so left roll, but keep it under control. Left a little bit more. Okay, nice. And she's going to start turning left now with that left roll. We're just going to have to be patient. Pickles does not look impressed. Hello, Pickles. Head up the camera. Okay, that's good work. Keep going round. We should see a big city soon. I mean, a really big city. Speed is... what's your speed reading?
Okay.
Like a bit too aggressive now, so right roll to roll back out, right roll on the stick. Yeah, nice.
I can see building.
Roger, that's what we're going to look for. Keep going round, keep going around. There, I think, can I see a tower or something? Yes, towers, towers are good. Keep heading down the coast this way, so level out, wings level, right stick, right roll, little more, until the wings level, until the horizon is level.
It seems to be going upwards.
Forward stick, that will naturally happen as you speed up, so you need to apply more forward pressure to counter that. And right, please, more right, that's it, and a little bit more right to roll back to the right. Ah, I can see the Burj Khalifa. You know what the Burj Khalifa is?
No.
Massive tower, biggest tower in the world, and I can see it off your right side. So when you get a chance, have a little glance out of that right side and see if you see a big, just about 20 degrees off, so just next to the coast in fact it is. So follow the coastline with your eyes and then go right.
Oh yeah, I see the tower.
Right, sweet. Okay, so follow along the coast now please, follow the coast, so level out wings left now. Looking good. We're going to start slowing down because we are a bit fast, so come down to almost no throttle.
Pull that back?
Yeah, pull it right back and let reduce the airspeed. And nose down a bit because we want to still decrease. Right roll, got to keep that wing level all the time. So that horizon always wants to be level unless we're turning. Okay, now my geography is right. Beyond the Burj Khalifa, that big pointy building, which we're going to use as our reference point, should be an airfield. And we're just going to have to, I don't know how far it is, so just keep an eye. If you can level out, always working to keep the plane level, yep, good. Okay, I'm going to nose down a bit because I think we might be climbing. Actually, good. And if we can have a little look just beyond the Burj Khalifa then, we're just looking for an airfield. Could you let me know what speed you're going? That's the top left gauge.
I can't really see.
Zoom in.
Just means late, about 28.
28, 280 knots, so we're still fast. Have we got all the throttle taken off? Okay, that's fine. It will decrease on its own. Right, have a good look in front of you and to the right and see if you can look for a strip of tarmac. What we're looking for. We might not be able to see it yet.
5 miles past the Khalifa.
Can't see it yet.
Alright, let me know your altitude then. That's the one below the speedometer.
5,800.
Okay, so we were at 11,000, now we're 5,000. So we've got 5,000 feet to go. Everything's looking okay-ish. Keep flying exactly as we are. Tiny bit more downstick. Just a tiny bit. Lovely. Right, now we're going to keep an eye slightly to the right, just an eye, because that runway should appear at some point. Should get Dubai International. I'll see if we are.
Is that it over there? No.
I can't really see. Is it just past a river?
Yeah.
Okay, that may well be it. Now we can't just fly towards it, we have to fly towards it in the right direction. So what we're actually going to do, I'm just going to wait until we definitely confirm that as a runway.
It's right off to your right there.
Yeah, it looks like it's there off to my right.
Lovely. What we need to do is go for a big run up. So you're going to turn left out to sea, now we've identified it, and then come on what we call a radial, so in the correct direction. So we're going to roll left now. We can keep our altitude roughly about what it is. Can you tell me what the speed is? The most dangerous thing is we're getting too low speed.
20.
Okay, that's fine. If it gets towards 150, let me know, because that becomes an emergency. You don't need to roll too much. Too much roll, you'll upset her with too much roll, so roll right.
I feel like I'm going downwards.
Okay, let's get right roll and a little bit of backstick. Right roll, a little bit of backstick. Okay, more backstick. And hold it there. Okay, we did get a little bit low there. We're going to go up a little bit now. We're going to have to get a little bit of power on, about 30% power.
This one?
Yep, that's throttle, yeah. Okay, and now start to level the nose out, which means forward stick to push her down a bit. Stick, yeah, you got it. Lovely. Can you tell me the speed and altitude, please?
Just over 15 and can't read it. 2,000,
right, nose up a bit, she's starting to sink. Okay, I don't want to go below 2,000, so keep her above 2,000, so that means let's get some arc stick known as back stick. Good, keep the wings level, looking good. Power, I think we can work with for now. Right, just keep flying this direction, so what we're doing is we're going out for a nice big run up. RC, if you can hear me, can you tell me what the radial Dubai is, please? Chop chop. He'll let you know if he's listening, if he's probably not.
From her?
That stream, I'm going to have a look at stream. Stream, can you really quickly get me the radial of Dubai International?
I just don't know where she is.
While you're nice and stable, which is nice, do you see on the right of the altimeter a big dial with looks a bit like a compass, right and slightly down? What's in the up position? There's a number around the outside and that's going to be in the up position.
I think it's over 30.
30, right, so that's 300, that's a compass bearing. Nose up, nose up a bit, don't want to dive. Lovely. Can you tell me the altimeter, the height, the altimeter? And the speed?
My speed is less than 15.
Full power?
More power?
Yeah, full power. Otherwise keep everything stable. Can you tell me the altimeter, the height,
Cap,
please?
it's 120 for the runway.
120.
Height is 120. Right, okay, that's, we're going to increase our altitude a little bit, which it'll do naturally as we speed up. Just hold it, everything as it is, everything looks good at the moment, to be honest. Just waiting for anyone to tell me the radio is Dubai International. I don't suppose anyone can help.
I feel like I'm going off.
Okay, tell me your speed, please. Oh,
I'm
shit, was that
shaking
shaking? Okay, that's okay. Nose down a bit, nose down just a bit too high, nose is just a bit too high. Yeah, that's it, hold it right there. Your speed should be increasing now.
Yeah.
Okay, looking good. You're at full power on the throttle, aren't you? Okay, that's all fine.
Oh no, not quite. Now I'm not full power.
RC says, I can focus on that. It's 120. Right, looking good. Okay, what we're going to do now?
I'm shaking
nose
about.
down, and stick forward. You can always save it with a bit of stick forward.
Ooh.
Yep, doesn't matter if she rolls about a bit.
I'm going downwards.
Yep, neutralise the roll, so a little bit of right, and then let's start pulling the stick back just gently, just to tease her out of this little thing. Okay, good, speed's good, everything's actually okay, it seems worse than it actually is. Okay, you've got good control and everything's actually good at the moment, so what we're going to do now is make a right turn, so turn right, we're going to turn all the way around back to the runway, until ideally our compass is going to be facing at 120.
I feel like I'm going at a funny angle.
How do you mean?
I don't know, it just feels funny. So you want me to do the stick right?
Yeah. That's it. Now if you imagine where the back of the pilot's head is, you have to imagine it, if you're in the rear seat, imagine where it is, kind of just at the top of that seat in front of you. That always wants to be on the horizon, and that means you'll be flying roughly straight in terms of up and down. So you see it pointing down at the moment. So what you can do, it's easy, what you do is a bit of afterstick, that's it. You got it, and then put it on the horizon there, and you can balance that even if you're turning. Okay, I see the Burj Khalifa. Can you tell me what we're facing at? Put wings level now, so left a bit. And
left a bit?
Yep. And keep that pilot's head on the horizon, so forward stick to put the pilot's head on the horizon. And if we can come off the power on the throttle down to about 50%, forward stick, I'm going to get that pilot's head right on that horizon, so you may have to be aggressive with her. More forward stick, and push and hold, and stop. Right roll, neutralise her out. Okay, I think I see it just off your right. You see a runway off to your right slightly. Is that my eye?
Yeah, I see it.
Well, I need you to point towards that runway while coming off the power, and essentially aim the pilot's head at that runway. So power down to about 30%, please. Okay, now I'm going to trust that you can see that runway now. We start prepping for landing. Oh, see, can you get the gear down speed of the L39? Okay, everything's good. What we're going to do now is look left on our left leg. We should see some indicator buttons for flaps. If we look on our left, put our head physically down a bit, look on our left knee and left a bit, you see 3 little buttons there.
Yeah.
Click the bottom left one with the mouse, click the bottom one with the mouse. Chop. Your little mouse cursor will appear. Do you see the mouse cursor?
This one?
Yes, the bottom one. Beautiful. Click the middle one now. Come off the power altogether once you've done that. Damn, why don't the flaps go down? It's because we're going too fast. Okay, we may have to do a belly landing, we'll see. Just try gear down, G key please on the keyboard.
Pardon?
G key, press the G key. Do you hear anything moving, any mechanical sounds?
No.
Okay, we would be able to see it, so yeah, gears down fine. Try, right, pilot's head up the runway please, pilot's head at the runway. So pull the stick aft, back, sorry.
I've kind of lost the runway.
Okay, keep pulling up.
There it
You
is.
see it? So we've got to keep that pilot's head facing on that runway. Okay, tell me what your speed is.
20 something.
Okay, that's fine. If you get off all the way off the power, if you're not already off it, now just fly the plane with the stick. Put the pilot's head on the runway. Pilot's head on the runway.
A bit off from the runway.
That's
I'm a
okay.
bit to the left.
We can make some final adjustments when we get there. You're too low. Head up. You have to accept the runway will be in the pilot's head, and that's okay. You're just going to use your intuition there. So keep that pilot's head up, right on the runway. Pilot's head up, right on the runway. Keep that arm stick, keep that back stick. I need you to put a little bit of power in now.
Oh,
50%
I've
power.
got too
50% power. 50% power. Up, pull back. Pull back.
Oh,
There you go. That is a layman who's never flown before, doesn't drive a car. We don't even let you ride a bike, do we, Mug Mug? Because you crashed into the water. So,
Good.
I don't think we could have got much further, could we? But how do you feel about that, Mug Mug?
okay.
You? Okay.